What's going on, everyone? Chris here with Clutter Reduction Junk Removal, and today we are cleaning out the remaining of a assisted living unit that we had actually went and did work for about a month ago, and they ended up not taking what they thought they would and left everything else for us. So while you watch me go ahead and clean out this unit, I want to go and talk about kind of how I price my jobs and the way I kind of dictate my pricing for my junk removal business. This is very simple and straightforward for most people, but this is for those of you who are kind of looking into junk removal or still a little confused about how to price. So right off the back, the first thing that matters is volume. Volume dictates price. Depending on how much room something takes up in the truck is typically how we charge. The next thing is your type of material. Are you just removing household furniture, maybe appliances? Is it trash? Is it debris? Is it construction debris, yard debris? They all have different weight variations depending on your area. Some may cost you more or less to dispose of, so you're going to want to account for that. The third thing is time. The average time to load a truck is 2 hours with 2 people. That's kind of like a national average. So figure every quarter of a truck takes about a half hour. Anything past that should be accounted for, whether it's due to bagging up smaller items, like how I'm doing with the clean out. Maybe you have a long walk. Maybe you have stairs. Maybe you have to park your truck on the other side of the property. Whatever the reason, if it's taking you longer than typical to do a job, you should charge for it because your time should be valued just as much as anything else. When it comes to pricing, I break my truck up into 8 increments personally. I have a 6.5 by 12 foot trailer. You can do quarters. I just find that 8s are kind of a healthy middle to go ahead and guarantee that the customer isn't going to have such a huge gap in between. I think 12 to 16 personally is a little excessive, but again, to each their own. That is typically what the franchises will do. And the reason for it is if they say, well, if you want to add on an item, the next tier up is only $25 away, $30 away. So it's a little easier to do upsells. But I personally find 8 to be perfect, especially for a 12-foot trailer. Now, the next thing, this is going to kind of dictate between your overall pricing. Your location is going to be the biggest factor. What we charge in South Florida versus LA versus Wisconsin or someone out in like the middle of Alabama, they're all going to be drastically different. You want to figure out where your local dump fees are going to be, factor in your cost of operations, your bills, gas prices. Find out ideally what your local franchise companies are charging just so you have something to go off of. And that's kind of the gist of going ahead and pricing out your jobs. So I hope that helps.